To Grace, my future wife, Part 11. The Dream Continues, an open letter. February 27th, 2024, 10:18 p.m. Dear Grace, I realize that after I published yesterday's letter, I missed one important director's note, or probably more of a DP note. Technically, I provided no notes, but this one is important. Up to the point I ended yesterday's story, it should be noted that after the first shot from Dave's viewpoint, where he sees Grace in the back of the SUV illuminated by her pink sweater, he never looks below her neck, only her eyes, nose, mouth, and hair. All should be shot in close-up, like Dave can magnify his vision. Although it is a dream, Grace, I remember seeing you in 4K, 16:9. Or maybe I'm nuts, crazy, demented, autistic. Please tell me you don't believe in labels, Grace. February 28th, 2024, 10:18 p.m. It's a leap year, Grace. It doesn't mean anything to me, but considering everything else is a holiday, why not leap years? Imagine the anticipation building for 4 solid years, Grace. I'm being sarcastic, but it does seem odd. I've stopped watching Rob's videos, Grace. They're all the same. It's the same story repeated. I hope he finds his way and somebody helps him before you and I can, Grace. Maybe we'll set up our first HA facility in his area and hire him for his input. I'll check his YouTube once a week, and if there's something new, I'll update you, Grace. Or maybe you can objectively watch his videos. I'm down to a few channels on YouTube, Grace, and after explaining my dream to you as a movie, it's all that's on my mind. My plan for today was to rant about the DSM-5 and how it has hurt more than it has helped. Why does the public accept this book of theories as fact? I hate all religious documents, Grace, including the Bible. However, I'd rather read it than the DSM-5. At least it has some good stories. Maybe one day the authors will return and show us their proof. Who fact-checked the Bible, Grace? There's so many conditions in the DSM-5, everyone must be nuts, including the authors, who, by the way, Grace, if you Google them and read their patient reviews, it's pathetic, the reviews and the concept of the book. However, I'm starting to rant like Rob. Time for me to do something about it after I finish telling you about my dream. By the way, I'm writing from home. It's raining and cold outside. If you notice words missing an R, it's due to my laptop being really old and barely functioning. I usually write on my phone with a Bluetooth keyboard. I can hook it up to my laptop. I can hook it up to my laptop if the R slows me down. Movie idea, untitled, continued. Dave removes the content of the large envelope, reads the first page, and places the letters back in the envelope. Nope, not now, not ready. Grace opens up her makeshift blindfold. Fine by me. Dave, can we keep the lights on? Grace, yes. Dave and Grace sit in silence for a few minutes while Dave absorbs the first page. Dave, shit. Grace, what is it? Dave, I should have peed after you did. I'll have to go now. Grace, no problem. I'm blindfolded, unless you want your hoodie back. Dave, no. If we last 7 days, you can keep it. If we don't, then I'll need it returned. February 29th, 2024, 12:03 p.m. Location, library. Dear Grace, the world is stupid. Not you, but nearly everyone else in the world have lost their fucking minds. How are you, by the way? I still miss you. I hope your parents own a blue SUV. My issue with the world is censorship, Grace. Every country in the world that claim to have it suppress it either through laws or peer pressure. I'm tired of both. You may have heard of an incident at a comedy club in the Vancouver area. The short story is some comedians were selling t-shirts with the graphic of a serial killer. Was it tasteless? Yes. Would I buy one? No. End of story. Anyone who believes in free speech should feel the same, Grace. Instead, everyone is offended. The comedy club is nearly put out of business, and the comedians will be cancelled shortly, if not already. This is free speech? This is bullshit. I understand if one of my family members was murdered by a serial killer, I wouldn't want a reminder of the event, and I wouldn't enjoy other comedians making fun of my trauma if they attacked me personally and by name. However, I would accept it as free speech, and if it bothered me, I'd fight back with my own words as I do with you daily, Grace. However, I wouldn't want anyone cancelled. I'd rather have a debate with the comic at the comedy club about the issue of free speech. Whatever happened to open debate? Oh right, censored, social media, more bullshit. The only one that isn't censored, X, is a waste of time, as it only attracts extremes on both ends of the human spectrum. I can say cunt and tell people off left and right on X, but nothing happens. Either everyone agrees or blocks me. Few engage in a debate. I do have Substack, which is uncensored, but also unread and basically pointless. I'm done my raw rant for the day, Grace. Back to the story. Movie idea. Untitled. Continued. Dave, can I ask you a question? Grace, sure, anything you like. Dave, why now? Grace, I had to be sure. Dave, sure? Grace, it was you, the faceless man in my dreams. Dave, how do you know now? What changed? Grace, your letter's silly. Dave, silly? Grace, I think you're silly, David, and I like it. In my dreams, you're David, not Dave. Can I call you David? Dave, sure. Do you know why I use Dave? Grace, I can guess. Dave waits for Grace. Grace, made your life change? Dave, yes. Normally when I'd move to a new city alone and looking for a change in my circumstances. Dave, how often did you dream about me / the faceless man? Grace, a few times a week for the past few years. Dave, when did you believe the person may be real? Grace, when I looked into your eyes. Dave, when, where? Grace, in the dream first. Eventually your face cleared around the same time. My spies found you. Grace, nervously. Then one of them took a picture of your face and sent it to me, and I knew. Dave, was I smiling in the picture? Grace, no. You were sitting on the bench at your favorite part, and she secretly took a few photos as she walked by. Dave, so I'm not nuts for thinking someone has been following me? Grace, not following, but yes, I had a few photos of you. Dave, had? Grace, I deleted them from my phone. Dave, why? Grace, it didn't seem fair. I knew you, but you didn't know who I was yet. Dave, I still don't. I'm not sure you told me anything. Yet I sit here holding your hand. Grace, I have dreamt this, David. Not the cuffs, but us sitting on a couch like this and talking by candlelight throughout the night. Dave, is it everything you thought it would be? Grace, ignoring Dave's comment. Do you want to talk about the first page of my letter to you? Dave, not yet. Grace, are you sure you want to do this, David? You can walk away. Dave, I can't walk away from a story like this, and you know it. I won't comment on the content of the letter, but you are clearly a writer. Like you? Dave, I meant author. Have you been published? Grace, does it matter? Dave, no, just curious. Grace, it's in the letter, David. Dave looks around the room and asks, who's paying for this room? Grace, my parents. Dave, are they rich? Grace, do you care? Dave, no. Are they younger or older than me? Grace, about the same age. Dave, and they are okay with all this, whatever it is we are doing? Grace, yes. Dave, I don't understand. I would never put my daughter in a room handcuffed to a stranger. Grace, you will. Dave, will what? Do this to my daughter? Grace, understand. Dave, when? Grace, when ready. Dave, that sounds like BS, Grace. Grace, it may, but it's the truth. Grace interrupts Dave's next words. Are you hungry? Dave, no. You? Grace, not starving, but wondering if the plan is to go out for food, or buy some and cook it, order delivery, or... Dave, who's paying for it? Grace, it doesn't matter. Maybe I am. Maybe I lied about my parents paying for the room. Maybe I'm filthy rich. Dave, I don't believe you can lie to me in person, Grace. Grace, why would I want to? Dave, if it prevents me from losing my mind in this situation, isn't that a logical reason to lie? Grace, if you didn't lose your mind when I opened the car door and you saw me, you'll never lose it. Dave, I've lost it before. Grace, when? Dave, you know, didn't I already write about this somewhere? Grace, this? What? Dave, doesn't matter. Grace, sensing Dave's frustration, maybe hunger, suggests keto pizza. Dave, regular pizza is fine. Grace, one all meat, one vegetarian. Dave, sure. Maybe Hawaiian too? Now I'm feeling hungry, very hungry. Grace orders the pizzas from her phone. They wait in silence for the delivery. Dave, how do we answer the door? I don't think I can safely take 3 pizzas from the delivery person with one arm. Grace, I'll ask him to leave them by the door. It's not unusual for a woman not to open the door in a hotel. Dave, makes sense. Are you vegan? Grace, no, but I do like vegetables a lot. Dave, even the evil onion? Grace, yes, but I know your feelings towards onions. None on the pizza. Dave, thanks. You could have done half onion. Grace, I'm good. Thanks for your concern. Dave, wanting to tell Grace I love you, holds back his words. Begins to tear up when a loud narc scares the crap out of both of them. They look at each other and laugh before walking to the door together. Grace yells, please leave it by the door. Thank you. Driver, alright, you're welcome. Grace looks through the peephole until the driver gets on the elevator. Coast is clear. Grace and Dave share their first meal together on the couch. End scene. Why do people bother writing movies, Grace? Couldn't ChatGPT write this dream faster and better? It probably could. However, reading what ChatGPT writes produces no emotional release for me. Yet when I write this fluff, I feel like I'm the next Hunter S, or at least a McFarlane mullet. I think I should have changed your character's name in the movie, Grace. I get confused about the dream and reality. You required 3 attempts to write this, Grace. Why? Take care, David.